Carrington Cardinal basketball is brought to you by Guard Dental, Central City Lumber, CHI, St. Alexius Carrington Medical Clinic, Professional Eye Care Centers, Carrington Drug, Headlocks, Arrowwood Prairie Co-op, Beckett Insurance, Sendak, Bassett Motors, Bank Forward in Carrington, High Plains Equipment, Carrington Dental Care, Leading Edge Equipment, Dakota Central, Old National Bank, DJ's Home Center, Evans Funeral Home, Farmers Union Insurance, Randy Huey Agent, Retzlaff Seed and Supply, Napa Auto Parts, Jamestown Regional Medical Center, the Carrington Healthy Communities Coalition, Central Pharmacy, Central City H2O Plus, and Summit Physical Therapy. Now, Carrington Cardinal basketball.
We welcome you inside the East Gym at Carrington High School. It is Cardinal basketball on the radio and on YouTube tonight. And this early season December stretch of basketball for Carrington, where they face nothing but good teams, certainly continues tonight as they welcome in the defending Class B state champions, the top-ranked undefeated Benson County Wildcats. With Vinny Rappel on camera, Mike Side, Tate Wolski, BJ Walters with you. And Tate, if you thought Turtle Mountain was good, A, you're right. B, just wait till you see Benson County.
Yeah, Benson County's a really good team, I think, overall. Obviously, they're the number one team in the state. I think last week Carrington just ran into a little bit of a bumpy road and not playing a game for the week because Mother Nature had other plans. But other than that, I think we're in for a good one.
We should be in for a good one. Carrington comes in 1-1 on the year. Benson County comes in 5-0, and it hasn't been particularly close. Their average margin of victory in their 5 wins, a cool 30 points per game.
Wow, that's impressive.
And they're the defending state champs. Brian Kenner is in his 3rd year as head coach. He's 49-10. That's not bad either. Now,
no.
It helps to have Aubrey Kenner, doesn't it? The probably best player in Class B basketball, maybe pound for pound the best player in this state, period. She comes in averaging over 20 a game with 4 rebounds, 4.5 assists. She's the motor that makes this machine go.
Yeah, and I think tonight we're in for a good matchup because I think the matchup is going to be Harper Coleman and her. And so it's going to be fun to watch Harper and Aubrey go at it.
Should be fantastic. Benson County and Carrington coming up very shortly. When we come back, we'll take a look at what else is going on here in the state of North Dakota tonight. A big Region 1 game going on right now. We'll update it when Cardinal basketball continues in a moment.
Guard Dental in Carrington has your smile on the mind. Guard Dental specializes in orthodontics, cosmetic dentistry, teeth whitening, dental crowns and bridges, dental veneers, dental implants, general and family dentistry, root canals, clear aligner orthodontics, sedation dentistry, dentures, lasers, TMJ therapy, and wisdom teeth removal. Call Guard Dental today for family dentistry and beyond. Guard Dental in Carrington, 701-652-2300. Guard Dental wishes good luck to the Carrington Cardinals in the regional tournaments.
Your first car. It may have been a fixer-upper, but you treated it right. It was your own. That's how Showplace Cabinetry approaches each crafted piece. We deliver it to you with care, because it's our own. Central City Lumber can help you choose the design of your dreams. Give them a test drive. This American-made cabinetry is adaptable to your unique style and built with pride. Every single piece is back for a lifetime. Bet you wish you had that deal on your car. Stop in at Central City Lumber of Carrington, and let's build a beautiful kitchen or bath that really turns heads.
Back in Carrington, it is the Cardinals and the Benson County Wildcats coming up. BJ Walters, Tate Wolski, and Vinny Rappel with you. And right now, let's take a look at the latest poll. Now, there's a new one coming on Wednesday, and it's not going to look anything like this because on Friday night, Carrington were beaten 70-49 by Turtle Mountain, and number 1 Valley City were beaten by Lemoore Litchville Marion 51-46. Also, right now, as we look at the scoreboard, it's not a Region 2 game, but it's going on right now. It's Kindred at Valley City, and they are in the 3rd quarter, and Valley City has blown it open. since halftime. They now lead 61-41.
Ooh.
So that means Kindred's going to have a lot. Look, I don't know how, and I'm a voter in the poll. I don't know how I'm going to vote after tomorrow night's games. Pretty much everyone in the rankings has lost a game, and maybe, Tate, just maybe, that speaks to the parity this year in Class A.
I think, honestly, it does. It just goes to show how tough Class A basketball really is, and it also goes to show that whichever team is hot is going to be on a roll.
The games in the region tonight: Mayport CG are at Hillsborough Central Valley. Grafton and Four Winds Minnewacan play a double counter. That could be an interesting game, I think.
That could be.
And Harvey Wells County is at Turtle Mountain, and I think the message from both you and I, Tate, are good luck, Hornets. You might need it.
Yeah, I honestly, no offense to Harvey, but after watching Turtle Mountain last Friday, it was they're the real deal. They're going to be a tough outing for anybody.
Benson County's a tough outing for a lot of people. And Tate, what they do so well offensively is they run pick and roll with Aubrey Kenner and Lacey Fouch. So defensively, what's important against pick and roll?
Honestly, for the pick and roll, you got to really hedge those screens, and you got to make it tough for that ball handler to see that roller, and your backside help has got to be there. Otherwise, they're going to have layups all day.
Now let me play devil's advocate. Aubrey Kenner likes to turn down the screen. How much more challenging does that make it?
It makes it a little bit more challenging because then you lose your help on that backside. But honestly, I think if Carrington can come out and get good ball pressure, I think they won't have anything to worry about.
What about defensively? This is a team that averages 19 steals a game. They do it in a 1-3-1 half-court trap. What's important against a 1-3-1?
You got to move the ball. You got to keep the defense moving. And honestly, how I've been taught and how Dad's taught me is side, top, side, middle, backdoor cut.
And coming up in just a moment, we'll hear more about that back side against the 1-3-1. This summer, Andy Broughton, who has won 470 games, was inducted into the North Dakota High School Coaches Association Hall of Fame, and the Hall of Famer joins us next when Cardinal basketball continues in just a moment.
Life is about moments, big or small, joyful or challenging. At Carrington Health Center, we believe everyone in our community deserves compassionate care close to home, so you can focus on enjoying those moments surrounded by the people you love. At our facility, we put the care in
physical therapy,
radiology,
love,
acute care, clinic.
Why choose professional eye care centers? 4 great reasons are Dr. Bone, Dr. Freilich, Dr. Jango, and now introducing Dr. Jordan Thomas, 4 of the most educated professional optometrists you'll ever meet. Next is their many locations. You can now see one of their spectacular doctors in Jamestown, Valley City, Carrington, Edgeley, Ellendale, and Lemoore. And finally, their fantastic selection. And yes, all of their frames and lenses are backed up by warranty. Visit ProEyeCareCenters.com and make an appointment today. Professional Eye Care Centers, clearly the best.
Back inside the East Gym, Carrington and Benson County coming up, and we're joined by Cardinal head coach Andy Broughton. And Coach, the good thing about the type of schedule that you have right now, being as busy as you are, is there's no time to think about it, good or bad.
Yeah, you just got to react to the next game. We learned some lessons on Friday night that we got to put 4 quarters together against good teams, and can't have a 22-2 run. You can maybe survive a 10-2 run, but a 22-2 run is really hard for a team to come back against on their home court.
It usually is the case that a lot of things go into a run like that, but just looking at the stats this morning, I mean, you take away about 4 minutes and it's a very even game.
Yeah, and even when we looked at our shots that we took took good-looking threes. We had some layups. We missed a couple free throws, so it's just a combination of all that, and couldn't get 10 or 12 points just to stay in, even though they were shooting pretty well.
And that's a really nice basketball team. I mean, they brought a physicality that sometimes teams in Region 2 don't see until they play those non-region games.
Yeah, their post was really solid. She went left, and she used her size well. They leaned with their shoulder really well, and they took us off the bounce pretty well. So kudos to them. They really did the job. And but our next focus is tonight, and we have a good Benson County team coming to town, and we're going to have to be solid.
Coach Kenner's 49-10 in 3 years. That's not bad at Benson County. And, of course, everything starts with Aubrey and their big Lacey Fouch. They're very good at pick and roll, probably the best in Class B at pick and roll. Defensively, what's really important against a good pick and roll offense?
Well, you got to have help side, and you got to know where that help's coming from, and know that they don't always use the screen. Kenner is one to refuse the screen, take her left hand and bounce it to the rim, and we got to be solid on that pick and roll. We're lucky enough to where most of our athletes are interchangeable, where we can do some switching, so we can do that. Mara might have to play against a perimeter a little bit, but that's okay. That'll help us out.
And the combinations that you've used through 2 games, when you go small, that's a quickness advantage against pick and roll. That's certainly something that you can use to attack it.
Yeah, and we got to have some depth, so we rotate kids in and out, and for the most part, we're pretty pleased with that. Need some more points off the bench as the year goes along. But just as long as our offense comes to play, for 4 quarters tonight, we're pretty confident in our solid defense. Turtle Mountain scoring 70, that's pretty good offense on their part.
And you look at what they do defensively, they turn people over at a very high rate. I think their starters average at 19 steals a game, which those are live ball turnovers. Obviously, you got to make sure to take care of the thing tonight.
And you're probably right on that. They're kind of a pick 6 type turnover too, where they're picking it at half court and going in for layups. So yeah, we got to be smart. We've seen a lot of that 1-3-1 trap, through the years. Kindred and Devil's Lake run some. Even Turtle Mountain threw some at us, and South Prairie. So we've seen plenty of it. It's good that we have length, so we can bypass that trap at the half court.
Is attacking a 1-3-1 any different than attacking a different zone?
Not too much. Ball movement is ball movement, and we just got to be a little more available because they're pretty aggressive. They sell out. We can get something on the weak side going for us, and we can maybe burn that 1-3-1 a little bit.
Well, Coach, have some fun tonight and good luck.
Thanks, BJ.
That's head coach Andy Broughton for Carrington girls basketball. The Bassett Motors starting lineups are next when Cardinal basketball continues in a moment.
Carrington Drug, your independently owned Good Neighbor Pharmacy, salutes caregivers everywhere. The ones who aid an aging parent or nurturing a sick child. The fact is, we are all caregivers at different times, and your community pharmacist is ready to go above and beyond to support you with encouragement and guidance, good times and bad. Visit with Matt Paulson and his expert staff at Carrington Drug, 415 Main Street in Carrington, caring for you and our community.
Fun is always on tap. I'm heading to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Head on over to Headlocks of Carrington for some great deals after the Cardinals game. If you and your friends come in sporting any Cardinals gear, you'll not only receive the friendliest service around, but also special discounts. Ask for more details and visit us on Facebook for all of our happenings.
The fun is always on tap. I'm heading to Headlocks. Headlocks. Headlocks.
Headlocks, Carrington, North Dakota.
Back inside the East Gym, Carrington and Benson County coming up. And it's time for tonight's Bassett Motors starting lineups. Bassett Motors has a great selection of new and pre-owned vehicles. The sales crew offers friendly personal service. Bassett Motors, where our customers send their friends. Call today, 652-2955. First for the visitors, the Benson County Wildcats, the defending Class B state champions. They will start at one guard, a 5'6" senior Ella Fossen, 5.2 points, 2.2 rebounds, and 1.2 assists per game. The other guard, Caitlin Maddock, a 5'5" junior, averaging 10 points, 4.5 rebounds, 5.5 assists per game. At one forward, Addie Fowl, 12.5 points, 9.5 rebounds per game. At center, Lacey Fouch, a 6-foot sophomore, averaging a double-double, 14.5 points, 11 rebounds per game. And the superstar, the 5'8" senior guard, Aubrey Kenner, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 4.5 assists per game for third-year head coach Brian Kenner, who is 49-10 as the head coach of the Benson County Wildcats. Now, for Carrington, at one guard, a 5'9" senior Sienna Top, 9 points, 2.5 rebounds. Mara Johnson, 9.7 rebounds, 5'8" sophomore guard starts. Also, Harper Coleman, 5'8" junior forward, 7.5 points, 5 rebounds. Aniston Hornet, 5'8" sophomore forward, 10.5 points, 4.5 rebounds. And the center is Mara Coots, the 5'11" sophomore, 9 points and 6 rebounds. The opening tip is next when Cardinal basketball continues in just a moment.
There's no community like a Cenex community. That's why every Cenex store is proud to serve theirs by supporting local athletic teams, promoting the arts, and making sure each store is a place its neighbors can find what they need, catch up with their friends, and stay connected. It's also why we give back, helping to make the wonderful places we call home the best they can be. The store next door, powered locally at Cenex.
Visit your local Arrowwood Prairie Co-op in Carrington, Wimbledon, Cooperstown, and Sutton.
When you're thinking about insurance, think of Bickett Insurance. Bickett Insurance, through our partnership with Auto Owners Insurance, can take care of your farm, home, auto, business, or life insurance needs. The agents at Bickett Insurance have over 115 years of insurance experience. We know how to design policies to protect the things important to you. Give Bickett Insurance a call today.
Better get Bickett. Bickett Insurance Agency. Better get Bickett. Bickett Insurance Agency.
Big Drew Mack with the national anthem tonight. That is not a shock. Everyone in this arena knows what a great singer he is, and those abilities will be highlighted a week from Sunday on This Week in Carrington Sports. We're doing a very cool show. Tate Wolski and his family are being a part of it. We've already spoken with the Coots family about all the traveling that they've got to do over a year. We're also talking to Drew and with Josie Coleman, who, unless I'm missing something, and Tate, you're in school with her all day, is that brace gone?
It is.
Oh, boy. That's great news for Josie.
Yup.
Great news for Josie, who, of course, was injured in September. Benson County in all blue with white numbers and letters outlined in gold and gold trim. Carrington in all white with cardinal red numbers and letters outlined in black. Carrington from right to left, Benson County from left to right on KDAK FM 100.1 AM 1600. The Cardinal on the KDAK, the Cardinal mobile app by asking your smart speaker to open KDAK, the Cardinal, and tonight on KDAK, the Cardinal on YouTube. Tate, the key to the game, first for Benson County.
For Benson County, I think it's just you got to come out and hit some shots early, get ahead of Carrington, and if you're Carrington, if Benson County goes on a run, you got to stop the bleeding. That's gonna be key. Can you answer when they go on a run?
So what you're saying is don't give up a 26-2 run?
Wow, that's exactly what I'm saying. You can't afford runs like that.
No, you certainly cannot. Carrington boys basketball open their season tomorrow. Vinny and I will bring that one to you because Tate will be a little too busy for us trying to guard Max Palmer. Devils Lake in here tomorrow night. Firebirds are 2-0 with a couple of wins over AA opponents so far this year.
Yeah.
After this, the Cardinals girls will have a very rare thing in the regular season, a back-to-back at Devils Lake Thursday, here against Thompson Friday.
That's going to be tough, honestly. Back-to-back games. It's going to how can you respond playing back-to-back games?
Because at some point of a back-to-back, you will see adversity. There's no question about that. You will see adversity.
Yeah. Well, luckily it's only in Devils Lake, so it's not like a 2-hour road trip.
That is a good point. Mara Coots and Lacey Fouch to jump center. We hope you enjoy it. We think we've got a real good one for you tonight in the Central City. The opening tip is controlled by Carrington, and away we go. Right to left, Aniston Hornet. Dribbles left wing, goes to Sienna top. Now Harper Coleman holds, drives left, gets to the 10. Harper puts it up and in. 2-0 Carrington.
Good strong move by Harper.
On the bank forward scoreboard, 2-zip Cardinals.
There
Kenner.
it was.
Left side around a screen. Maddock goes up and under, misses. Rebound, Mara Coots. And here's Harper Coleman from right to left. Against a 1-3-1 on the left side, Sienna top. Holds, dribbles to the head of the key and gives to Aniston Hornet. Mara Coots at the right elbow. Fakes, jabs, holds.
You got to get rid of it.
Fouch.
You got to get rid of it. You got to get rid of it.
Now Coots drives the lane, puts it up, missed it short. Rebound, Lacey Fouch for the Benson County Wildcats, moving left to right. We're a minute in on the bank forward scoreboard, 2-0 Cardinals.
Oh, the good backdoor
cut by Aubrey Kenner, and the game is tied at 2. That's about as good as it gets.
That is, and that was a great backdoor cut there.
2-all. Here's Aniston Hornet spinning left, gets to 16 feet, then goes right and finds Sienna top. She's guarded by Maddock. Post entry, Mara Coots stops, lays it up and in. Mara had a tough night on Friday. She's off to a good start. 4-2 Carrington.
Absolutely. Ooh.
Here's Fouch way up high.
Got into foul trouble early, but
Kenner skips it right side. Foul into the lane with the lefty runner. And Addie Fowl ties it 4-4.
here's a little bit of pressure.
Looks like a fading man because they want to fade into that 1-3-1. Well, this
looks
not
like man.
No, this is the 1-3-1. Backing her way in, Hornet puts it up, long, backside rebound, goes out of bounds off of Aniston Hornet, and it's Benson County basketball, 2 minutes and a second in. On the bank forward scoreboard, we're tied at 4. Maddock against some backcourt pressure. Carrington only forced 8 turnovers Friday. Here's Kenner with a runner that's short. Rebound, Mara Johnson on the move. Left side, Harper Coleman saves it in, gives to Sienna Top, who holds and takes 3 right-handed dribbles, now 4. Spinning back left in a tie game. Here's Top against Maddock. Crosses over going left. Leaves for Harper Coleman, who fakes a 3. Drives the lane. Harper Coleman lays it up and in. And 1.
That's what makes Harper so good, is that she's strong. She's strong around the basket.
And the Cardinals have the lead. The game's first foul on Addie Fowl. And Coleman is short with the free throw, but the rebound comes to Aniston Hornet. Aniston spins right out of a double. Sienna Top, right side, Mara Johnson down towards Coots. Stolen away. Poked free by Fouch and stolen by Maddock.
Tough entry pass.
Maddock drives right, gets to the 10 and gets blocked out of bounds by Sienna Top or Harper Coleman.
I think that was Harper.
Yeah, it was one of them.
Stuck her hand right on top of the ball.
Benson County with the ball down 2. Deep inbounds by Kenner. Finds Addie Fowl, who is guarded by Harper Coleman. Kenner is guarded right now by Hornet. She fires and misses short. Offensive rebound, and a foul on Mara Coots will send Lacey Fouch to the free throw line. Mara's first in the game's first on Carrington. I have to say, I know it's 3 minutes and 2 seconds, but this is kind of what I expect this game to look like.
Yeah, honestly. Just kind of fast at times, and then just each team settles back and runs their offense.
6-5 as Fouch drains the front end. And the second one, we already have our third tie. We've been tied at 2, 4, and 6. Here is Aniston Hornet.
All even numbers. My math's right.
Here's Hornet down the lane, stops, kicks, Harper Coleman. Here's Sienna Top at the head of the key, giving to Mara Coots. High screen and roll. Coots lost it momentarily, finds Harper Coleman. Dump down, Aniston Hornet spins, fires, and is a little short with it. Rebound comes down to Caitlin Maddock for the Benson County Wildcats, and a 3 by Aubrey Kenner pops out. Rebound backside, Mara Johnson has it for the Cards, moving right to left. Johnson across the big bird in the middle. Here's Hornet, left side, popping her own three. A little long off the heel. Rebound, Aubrey Kenner. She had it taken away by Mara Johnson.
Picked her pocket.
And Johnson's pass is intercepted by Addie Fowl, who gets trapped, leads it through the middle. Maddox's jumper doesn't go. Foul call. And Caitlin Maddox to the free throw line.
Well, hot potato played there.
Sure was. Anniston Hornets' first foul.
Big Bird.
Maddox 10 points per game. The free throw is good. First lead for Benson County is 7-6. Cody Thiel in for the first time. 5'5" sophomore guard who I thought had a real nice night on Friday.
Yeah, honestly, she came off the bench and played really well for Coach Broughton, and I think Coach Broughton's willing to put his trust into her.
8-6. Both free throws are good. This is a good free throw shooting team. You cannot put them on the line.
No.
Hornet spins left, gets to 12 feet, now spins right. Finds Mara Johnson for three. Splash! Mara Johnson with the three, and it's 9-8 Carrington.
Oh, whoa.
And a near steal. Maddox down the line, gives it to Fouch, and now you've got a problem because Anniston Hornets got 2 fouls. When you have Benson County break the press like that, that puts your backside defense in a little trouble, and Fouch back to the free throw line.
Yeah, honestly, as soon as
short with it.
As soon as they break that press, it's gonna be tough to get everybody back and get your backside and help to slide over.
So Mara Coots is back in for Hornet. Bank forward scoreboard reads 9-9 now. Our fourth tie with 3:32 to go in the quarter, and a 30-second Dactyl timeout is called by Brian Kenner. We will keep it here. Learn more about premium Wi-Fi and experience Command IQ today at dakotacentral.com. Now, a fair warning, you see this bright, shiny new scoreboard. Our batteries are a little low, so if all of a sudden it disappears, nobody broke anything. It's just we're on low battery. We're going to charge them overnight, and we'll have full battery tomorrow.
I promise I didn't touch it.
That sounds like someone who's guilty to me.
Not me. Not me.
Well, what have you made of it so far? We've been tied already 4 times.
It's been a fast-paced game, and as you just saw there, lots of jitters, and it's going to be a good one, that's for sure.
Sienna Top tries to dribble through a double. Bad idea. A steal at the other end. It's a faked three by Kenner, who goes right side. Foul, starts a drive and hands off to Elafasa. Post entry. Oh, what a ball to Fouch, who lays it in.
That was a good ball there. Little 1-2-2 press from Benson County,
which is easy to fade into a 1-3-1.
Right good,
side,
out opposite.
Sienna Top steps into a high arcing three. Air ball. Harper Coleman missed the putback. Rebound, Lacey Fouch. And here comes Caitlin Maddox the other way. Up ahead of the pack. Foul. Has it taken out of her hands by Mara Johnson.
Honestly, looked like she ran into a wall.
Here's Cody Thiel down to Johnson, who puts it up. Backside rebound. Putback. Coots doesn't go. And it's taken in by Maddox. I think Coots was more open than she realized. At the other end, Aubrey Kenner open three short. Rebound, Harper Coleman on the move. And a foul is called, I believe, on Maddox. It is. Well, this does not lack pace.
No, that is for sure. And Coach Broughton just told his girls to slow down a little bit because they're getting sped up to what Benson County wants.
Anniston Hornets back in with 2 fouls. That tells you the trust level that the 27th year head coach has in his sophomore.
True.
Harper Coleman drives, stops, wrap around, feed Cody Thiel right side. Mara Johnson into the corner for Hornet. She drives in, stops, spins, finds Johnson. Now towards Thiel, it is stolen.
Whoa.
And now up ahead, taken back by Hornet. Well, this is a little messy at the moment. Here's Hornet, dribbling left, drives in, lost it, stolen by Fouch, and here comes Maddox.
Holy.
At the other end, foul inside, lays it home. Addie's got 4, it's 13-9.
Oh, quick.
Little wild there. Here's Hornet down the right side, driving in. Aniston is called for steps. Good defense by Addie Fowl.
That was great, quick 2 steps.
And Sienna top in for Harper Coleman in the final 96 seconds of the first quarter. 13-9 Wildcats on the Bank Forward scoreboard.
Fast first quarter.
It is, isn't it? Yeah. On the left side, it's Aubrey Kenner.
Ball screen.
There's the high pick and roll. Kenner wraparound feed was too far in front of Fouch, and it's a turnover.
It almost looked like Fouch was expecting Kenner to take it all the way to the hoop.
That is what it looked like, yep. 13-9 our score. Here's Cody Thiel in the middle, Mara Coots. Left side, top to Thiel for a 3. Off the front of the rim, rebound, Fouch.
This almost looks like what we saw Friday, BJ. Just Carrington got a little cold, and then Benson County answering with shots of their own.
Kenner throws it up. No, but gets fouled by Mara Johnson, her first.
I thought there was a travel there first, but.
So free throws for Aubrey Kenner.
I forgot you can use your opposite foot to step with.
That's right. First free throw goes down. (14-9), second one. Kenner nails the pair. It's a 6-0 run. It's a 7-0 run, rather, and it's 15-9.
Now here's where it's key. Can Carrington answer?
Down the right side, Sienna Top. Here's Mara Johnson back for Top in the corner.
You got to move the ball.
Johnson.
You
Top.
can't.
Back to Johnson again. Skip it. Left side, Harper Coleman. I think that's the pass that you wanted. Now Thiel skips it right side. Sienna Top a 3. A little long. Rebound, Aubrey Kenner on the move. Foul left side. Gets to the baseline and gets blocked by Mara Johnson. And it was almost saved in, but not quite.
That was close. That was close.
It certainly was.
Do we get instant replay?
15-9. 14.3 remaining in the first. Here's foul up top. Left side. Kenner. 6 to shoot for Aubrey. Against Mara Johnson. Kenner, dump down, knocked away from
Good
Fouch.
double.
Taken away by Mara Johnson, and that's the quarter.
That was a great double by Johnson and Coots.
We have played one on the Bank Forward scoreboard. And Carrington trails Benson County 15-9. And Cardinal basketball will continue right after this.
Here at Sendak Cooperative, we're here to provide you with all the products and services you've come to rely on for your farm operation. Please give us a call for all your fertilizer, seed, energy, and fuel needs for this year's growing season, and let us help you with all your grain marketing decisions. You can contact us today at any of our locations in Central North Dakota or visit us on the web at sendakcooperative.com. Sendak Cooperative, helping farm owners grow and succeed today and into the future.
Hi, this is James at Bassett Motors. Let's test drive a new Chevrolet together. Stack up the savings with discounts and rebates combined with 0% financing for the lowest payments of the year. See us online at BassettMotors.com or call us 701-652-2955. Or better yet, stop in to see our wide selection of new and pre-owned vehicles.
Where our customers send their friends.
15-9 Benson County after one quarter on the Bank Forward scoreboard. We have our backup scoreboard ready to go in case we do lose battery. But right now, I gotta tell you, our new score bug looks pretty nifty.
True. Do you got to back up to the backup?
That's just you counting by 1s, 2s, and 3s.
Yeah, but I don't got enough fingers and toes to keep up.
Benson County will have the basketball to start the second quarter. Cody Thiel has to come back in. Maya Nice had, I guess, not checked in time. And so Benson County with a basketball. Caitlin Maddock against Sienna Top in this 1v1 defense, moving left to right. Into the mid post, it's Fouch getting inside and finishing over Mara Coots, and Lacey Fouch has 7. It's 17-9.
That was a good, strong move there by Fouch.
Nearly a steal. Right side, Sienna Top against that zone pressure. They're taking away the middle. In the mid post, Coots, kick out Coleman. Right side, Johnson.
Oh.
Dribbles left, gets trapped. Johnson, a little finger roll, doesn't go. Gets her own miss. Finds Coleman. Now Thiel, open three. Yes! Cody Thiel with the three, and it's 17-12. She's got a good shot. At the other end, into the game for the first time. Delaney
Good, Harper.
Schwenke.
Good.
On the left side, it's Maddock. They don't go real deep, Benson County, but Schwenke is in. She has it now against Cody Thiel. Left side, it's with Ella Fawcett. Straight away, foul. Thought about it. Dribbles left, 6 to shoot. Hands it. Maddock with 3 to shoot. Maddock a 3. Banked right. And a rebound to Mara Johnson. 17-12. The score.
Great defensive possession there by Carrington.
Here's Mara Johnson. Holding, dribbling right. Gets downhill. Johnson, a runner.
Good.
Got it. 17-14, and Mara has 5.
Good, strong move. It all starts on the defensive side of the ball.
Carrington has scored the last 5, and now that ball is poked free. It's right near the timeline, and a timeout right before a double dribble by Brian Kenner. A Dactyl timeout will take it as well. 6:13 to go before halftime. It is Benson County 17 and Carrington 14. Cardinal basketball continues in a moment.
I love playing sports, especially for my school. And that's because school sports are special. It's where it's safe to fail. It's where we're taught resilience, where our fear becomes confidence. It's where we learn to get back up after every fall. School sports are where 7.8 million students go from I can't to I can.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
17-14, and Tate, I think what you said is exactly right. The defensive intensity for Carrington is on the ascendancy right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Carrington is just dominating the defensively right now, and that honestly feeds your offense because it gives your offense some intensity, and it, like I said, it all starts on the defensive side of the ball. You can't.
Wildcats have led by as much as 8.
And honestly, you can't score if you don't have the ball.
Maddock tries to hold off Sienna Top as we're back to play. Maddock right side, a 3 for Kenner is going to skip off the rim.
Good.
Rebound Mara Johnson. Aubrey Kenner with 4 points so far. Johnson, left wing pass. Harper Coleman gets inside and lays it up short. Got her own miss. Harper Coleman finds Aniston Hornet to Sienna Top for the tie. In and out. Rebound comes down to Boston, and a foul is called on Sienna Top. Her first, team's first of the second quarter, and Cardinal basketball all season is brought to you by, in part, CHI St. Alexius Health Carrington Medical Center. Compassionate care close to home.
Honestly, if I was Sienna there, I would have stepped in front of her and taken a charge because she didn't. She had no clue where Sienna was.
Yeah, Maddock was a little out of control there. Nonetheless, she has it here in a 17-14 game. Left side, Aubrey Kenner holds, goes down to Fouch, who lays it up short. Good help side defense, but she got her own miss and missed it again. Rebound, Sienna Top. Great post defense. Here's
Absolutely.
Sienna Top against a 1v1. Yeah, this is not the zone. Here's Coots in the post, spinning, getting blocked, and she's 3 in the key. Cardinal basketball brought to you by Bickett Insurance. For your free estimate on auto, farm, home, business, or life insurance, call Bickett Insurance, 652-1775, located near the roundabout in Carrington. Been stuck on 17-14 for a minute now. That's where we're at. As long as we don't get stuck on 7-6. Good grief. Ooh. And a reach, and no, a double dribble is called. I
Whoa.
tell you what, Sienna Top's on-ball defense is pretty good.
That is true. That is very true.
I thought she had been called for a really poor second foul, but no.
True.
Here's Mara Johnson against the 1v1. Johnson gets hand checked by Aubrey Kenner. Her first. Team's second of the first of the team's first of the second quarter. Let me take a break and get reacquainted with the English language real quick. Aniston Hornet to throw it in. Does to Harper Coleman, who gets inside. Kick out Johnson.
I'm sure.
A drive by Mara. Tried to go down to Coots. It does find her. She spins, fires, and
good
banks it in over
move.
Lacey Fouch.
That was a good move by Mara.
17-16. Coots has 4. And
Mrs.
At the other end, Aubrey Kenner angles left against Mara Johnson. Kenner drives left, leaves for Caitlin Maddock, who goes to her left. Maddock gets inside, missed it short. Fouch gets fouled on the putback, and that's 2 on Mara Coots. Fouch will shoot a pair.
I'm sure
She's really been their best offensive player so far.
I was just going to say that. She has been.
Fouch fires and hits. She's already got 8 points. Back in is Addie Fowle, and for the first time, we see Sophie Spitzer, 5'11 junior center, has a rebound in 2 games. Second free throw very short. Offensive rebound, foul, almost slipped. Now gives to Maddock for an open 3, and it's good. Caitlin Maddock with the triple, and it's 21-16.
Ooh.
And a near steal. Here's Harper Coleman, left side Cody Thiel. And a double dribble is called on Cody. A turnover Carrington. And back in Aniston Hornet for Mara Johnson. Well, the rebounding is one story and the turnovers are another in this game.
Ain't that the truth?
Maddock around a good screen from Fouch. Now she gives to Aubrey Kenner against Hornet. Right side, Maddock left alone. Hits the front of the rim with a 3. The rebound deflects all the way out. It's still on the floor, and Sienna Top has it. Here's Harper Coleman.
Good.
Harper across the 10-second line. Gives right side Sienna Top against what is still a 1v1. Top will be stopped by Andy Broughton, who calls a Dactyl timeout. 3:12 to go. First half, 21-16 in favor of the top-ranked team in Class B. And Cardinal basketball will continue right after this.
Running tough, running strong. High Plains Equipment.
High Plains Equipment is your authorized Case IH dealer serving farmers around Carrington, Devils Lake, Rugby, and Harvey. When you're ready to invest in a new piece of quality Case IH equipment, their friendly, knowledgeable sales, financing, service, and parts departments will make sure your experience is outstanding. Visit highplainseq.com to connect with your local Case IH High Plains Equipment location.
It's a 21-16 lead in part, Tate, because of an offensive rebound off of missed free throw that led to a 4-point trip down the floor.
Yeah, honestly, if you're Carrington, you can't have that. And honestly, it is what it is because they've been able to answer. It's just you can't afford those 4-point possessions and then have an offensive possession and come up empty.
Valley City has defeated Kindred 74-56 tonight. That's a game Kindred won last year. In fact, it was the last game Valley City lost on their way to the state championship. Back to play, left side Harper Coleman. Mara Johnson against the 1-3-1 again. It's Hornet, short corner, drives in, kicks out. Harper Coleman, corner 3, short. Rebound, Caitlin Maddock. And here she comes the other way with a one-handed pass to Fowl, who lays it up and in. Addie Fowl has 6. It's 23-16. And a steal. Lacey Fouch the other way. Offensive foul. Well, one official has a block. The other has a charge.
She extended
it's
her
going to
arm.
be a charge. Lacey Fouch called for her first. Team second. You can't use the off arm. You just can't.
Lacey knew it too because she was laughing about it. She knew it too.
So a turnover, 2:40 of the first half, 23-16 Benson County. Down the right side, tough catch but made by Sienna Top. Here's Johnson, back for Top, right side against the zone.
Johnson for Top.
Sienna finds Johnson, left side, Aniston Hornet left alone. Misses long with the three, backside rebound Top.
Hit it.
Here's Johnson down to
Good work.
Coots. One dribble, spinning, kicking, Top, three. Yeah, oh no, it popped out. It was 3/4 of the way down and out. Rebound Fouch. Here's Maddock. Up ahead is foul. Hits the underside of the backboard. Rebound.
Holy smokes.
Harper Coleman. Numbers for Carrington if they hurry. Coleman downhill, blocking foul, second on Fouch. That's a pretty easy call because she wasn't set.
Yeah.
Third team foul. And now Sophie Spitzer is in. The Benson County fans don't like it. You can understand that, but it was a blocking foul.
She was not set.
Aniston Hornet throws the ball into Sienna Top, who holds and goes to Harper Coleman. Here's Hornet, left wing. 1:45 until the break. Hornet gets to the right elbow, fires and misses long. Rebound, big collision. The rebound comes down to Maddock, who is in a world of trouble. Throws it away, layup Hornet. She'll never have an easier bucket. 23-18.
Ow.
23-18, and back the other way comes Benson County. Now with it on the left side is Kenner. Kenner dishes it off, stolen by Mara Johnson. And here comes Carrington down by 5.
Great steal.
Top holds, skips it, left side Sophie Spitzer. Now Coleman, now Top.
Keep the ball moving, keep the ball moving, keep
Coleman.
the defense moving. Good
Down
find.
to Hornet, who dropped the pass, recovers, and gets blocked by Boston. Great job all the way through, except the catch for Hornet. 23-18, final 35 seconds of the half, and a steal by Top. She took it away from Maddock, and Top misses, gets her own miss, pops from 14, misses long, rebound Spitzer.
Mr. Broughton, I think, is saying hold for one. Ooh.
And a double dribble is called. What a kind of messy first half.
Holy smokes.
Definitely the right call on Spitzer, but
I'm just woo.
Isabella Engstrom comes in, 5'9" senior forward. That is so Fouch doesn't get her third foul here at the end of the half. 23-18 Benson County. And on the left side, it's Kenner. Kenner stops, leaves up top for Engstrom. Left side, Maddock, 2 seconds, 1 second. Kenner at the horn, no. And that's halftime. Well, it's been hectic. It's been wild. And at the break here in the Central City. Carrington trails Benson County 23-18. And the Central City H2O halftime report is next when Cardinal basketball continues in a moment.
Many dream of 5-star hotels and 5-star restaurants. What about 5-star treatment from your dentist? That's exactly what you'll get at Carrington Dental Care. Dr. J's and Dr. Chaz's gentle, relaxed, and friendly atmosphere will give you a full-service dental experience with 5-star customer service and care. Carrington Dental Care will give you 5-star dental treatment for the entire family. New patients are always welcome. Visit thecarringtondentist.com or call 701-652-2801.
This is Tanner from Leading Edge Equipment. We've got you covered for all your on-farm bulk oil needs. We deliver high-quality John Deere engine oil, High Guard, Cool Guard, and DEF, along with a wide selection of oil tanks and accessories. Call Scott in Michigan, Chuck in Carrington, or me, Tanner in Devils Lake. We're ready to deliver right to your farm. Leading Edge Equipment, your family-owned John Deere dealer in Michigan, Devils Lake, Hamden, and Carrington. Talk to the parts department today.
Do you want to make sure homework time isn't spent on games and video streaming? Dakota Central can help. With Experience IQ, You set limits to ensure your kids aren't playing when they should be doing homework. With premium managed Wi-Fi from Dakota Central, you can create healthier internet habits for your children from the easy-to-use Command IQ app. Learn more about premium Wi-Fi and experience IQ today at www.dakotacentral.com.
Carrington sports fans, want to stay on top of all the local action? Catch what you missed by checking out the Foster County Independent. From game-changing plays to memorable moments, we've got you covered with the most in-depth sports coverage in town. And don't miss our stunning photo galleries that capture every thrilling moment and winning smile. For the latest scores, stories, and stunning sports shots, grab your copy of the Foster County Independent today or visit us online at fosterconews.com.
We have reached halftime in the Central City with the score, the top ranked in Class B Benson County Wildcats 23, the Carrington Cardinals 18. It's the Central City H2O of Carrington halftime report. Central City H2O of Carrington has all of your beverage, water bottle, dispenser, and vending needs covered. Visit centralcityh2o.com or call 701-652-2141. Let's take a look at the scoring recap. Benson County got 8 points from Lacey Bouch, 6 from Addie Fowl, 5 from Caitlin Maddock, and 4 from Aubrey Kenner. She averages 20 a game. Carrington's done a nice job on Aubrey Kenner. The Cardinals paced by 5 points from Mara Johnson, 4 each from Harper Coleman and Mara Coots, 3 from Cody Thiel, and 2 from Aniston Hornet. There's been 4 ties and 3 lead changes in the ball game. Carrington has led by as many as 2 on 3 different occasions, while Benson County has led by as many as 8 at 17-9. And all of that culminates in a 23-18 Benson County lead at the break. Tate, what have you made of it?
Very fast and messy, and just honestly, 2 great teams going at it.
Sometimes fast is messy.
Yeah, it is, honestly. And that showed that first half, honestly.
What have they done so well against Kenner? Granted, she's missed a couple of open threes, but how would you assess what they've done? Because it has not necessarily been Harper Coleman. We've seen a lot of Mara Johnson on Aubrey Kenner.
Honestly, I think it's just the ball pressure. I honestly think that the ball pressure is making her feel a little uncomfortable, and it's forcing other players to step up, and obviously they have.
We've got 2 good post players, each on 2 fouls. It feels like whether it's Coots or Fouch, whoever gets their 3rd foul first, that team could be in a little danger.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's been a battle of the bigs because Fouch has played very well, and so has Mara. Mara just hasn't gotten some shots to fall, and the shots will start falling eventually, and it's going to be fun to watch the second half and see how these teams adjust.
Little messy, but high-quality basketball. 23-18, the Central City H2O halftime report will continue in a moment, and we'll look at what else is going on in North Dakota when Cardinal basketball continues in just a moment.
Here at Old National Bank of Carrington, we prefer to be the bank of choice that helps our clients fulfill their dreams, passionately supports our communities, and invest in the growth and development of our team members. Our mission has deep roots and a trusted partner. We invest our time, heart, and expertise so that our clients and communities thrive. Come see us today at Old National Bank from 8:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., Monday through Friday on Main Street in Carrington.
When it's time to buy a new appliance for your home, remember DJ's Home Center. Did you know they are a locally owned business and that they have been serving this great community since 1993? DJ's Home Center services and delivers within 45 miles of Carrington, bringing you the best prices on all major brand appliances. So don't go anywhere else. Remember that DJ's Home Center is your local, low-priced, best-trained appliance store. Located right by the roundabout. Go Cardinals!
The Central City H2O halftime report continues. Tate is learning a radio lesson right now that the commercials don't wait for you to finish your bite of popcorn.
True.
He's learning that right now.
True.
Tate, let's take a look at what else is going on in the state of North Dakota tonight. And in Class A, Valley City has beaten Kindred 74-56. South Prairie Max has beaten Beulah. Harvey Wells County has Turtle Mountain, Northern Cass, and Central Cass tonight. In fact, I will take a look at how the Turtle Mountain game is going.
What'd I say?
And let's see here. Well, I'm not sure that I'm seeing anything, so that's okay. We'll see what comes of it.
True.
And let's get a look at Northern Cass and Central Cass right now are playing, and it's 12-12 after one quarter in Castleton. A couple boys basketball games going on. Mayport CG and Thompson 16-15 Tommies in the second quarter. Both Thompson teams are here Friday. It's a doubleheader. We're with you at about 5:30. Mayport CG girls are playing Hillsborough Central Valley. It's 36-24. Don't forget that makeup game is a week from tonight at the Hillsborough Event Center. Radio only for that one. The boys will be on YouTube, and we'll see how that looks indeed. All right, second half is next. Carrington trails 23-18, and Cardinal basketball will continue right after this.
Committed to serving you with compassion. Evans Funeral Home of Carrington and New Rockford. Always available with the care you require, even at the most difficult time. You can count on Evans Funeral Home to provide guidance and answers when it comes to pre-planning, finding the perfect monument or marker to honor your loved one, or for service arrangements. Contact Evans Funeral Home in New Rockford at 947-2911 or in Carrington at 652-3003.
Central City H2O of Carrington has all of your beverage, water bottle, dispenser, and vending needs covered. They serve a 15-county area and deliver to home, office, and work sites a line of water and other products. Visit CentralCityH2O.com or call 701-652-2141. Visit them on Facebook for more information about in-home and office deliveries and the products available. Hydrate your home and office. Central City H2O of Carrington. We supply the water and vending you need where you need it.
Back in Carrington, 23-18. You know, we give all these score updates. I got to get one from Vinny. It's the most important one. What do you got over there? Any score yet? No score. Dolphins and Vinny and my Steelers. Tate, you're outnumbered tonight, buddy.
I am.
You are indeed.
Oof.
Well, real quick second half adjustments. What do you think, Tate?
Honestly, if you're Carrington, you got to handle the pressure, and if you're Benson County, you gotta come out and just honestly hit a couple more shots, and you'll be just fine. But if you're Carrington, you gotta handle the pressure really well, or otherwise Benson County is gonna get you sped up, and you're gonna find yourself in a hole really quick.
Averages are averages for a reason, right? I mean, sometimes you're better, sometimes you're worse. Carrington's on pace to score 36 points. Benson County gives up 36 points a game. But they score 66, and they need some kind of second half to get to that number.
True. That's what my dad says about my math grades, average.
You just make sure you're eligible, buddy.
I know. Absolutely.
Of course, highlights from this one and everything that goes on this week in Carrington Sports. Sunday night at 7 on the KDAK, the Cardinal YouTube channel. Was an interesting show last night because half the week got taken away by Mother Nature, and then...
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah. We're hopeful that will not happen Thursday, although it doesn't look great.
Should have gotten videos of people skating. Whee!
That would have been a selfie cam last week. On the left side against his zone as we're underway. Here's Mara Johnson right side against a 1v1. Johnson drives the lane and can't finish. Rebound Lacey Pouch. At the other end, a one-hand pass to Foul, who is blocked by Coleman and rebounded by Coots.
Across the big bird.
Across the big bird is Hornet with a pass to top. Now here's Coots at 16 feet, working her way in, spinning, kicking. Johnson.
Good find.
Open look three. Bang! Yep. Mara Johnson cuts the lead to 2 at 23-21.
Sienna Top about stole that ball.
Almost did. Knocked it out of bounds. 7:11 to play in the third. Bank Forward scoreboard has a 2-point margin. Why does this feel like a game that we saw 2 weeks ago?
True.
Up top, Caitlin Maddock. Left side, it's with foul.
Oh, my light bulb clicked.
At the head of the key, Maddock drives in and lays it. Oh, it didn't go in. Wow. Rebound, Aniston Hornet. Great look. Here's Top. Can't believe that didn't go in.
Me neither.
Sienna
3/4 of the way down.
Sure was. Gives to Aniston Hornet against a 1v1. Hornet around the screen, dribbles right, then left. Stops, pops from the elbow. A little long, backside rebound, Lacey Fouch. Here comes Maddock. Up ahead, behind the intended receiver. That was foul, and it goes back to Carrington.
Intended receiver. Hot.
Who says you can't mix sports on crossover season?
True.
Technically, it still is crossover season.
True. Last week we saw a 2-point takedown.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Here's Aniston Hornet. Wants a screen from Sienna Top. Drives right. Hornet to the baseline. Spins into a double. Not great. Finds Mara Coots. Barely. Coots fires one out. Left side, here's Coleman. Deflected pass. Top has it. 8 to shoot against Maddock. Top drives left. Fires from the elbow. A little long. Rebound. Top! And then she got tied up. It'll go the other way. Sometimes, and Tate, I'm sure you've been coached this way, sometimes a game is kind of ugly because the two teams are playing so gosh darn hard.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this is.
Yeah.
What a press break and a layup for Lacey Fouch. Beautifully done.
Wow, that was executed really well.
25-21. Mara Johnson has her pocket picked by Aubrey Kenner. At the other end, Kenner lays it up and in. 27-21, and that's the pick six that Coach Brodden was talking about in pregame. Here's Hornet driving in to the paint to lay it up short. And Fouch is fouled. Who's it on? It's Hornet, her third. Team's first of the second half. 27-21 with 5:15 to go in the third, and here's Maya Nice's game debut. 5'7" freshman guard, scored 5 against South Prairie Max.
5 big points.
Sure were. 5:10 to play in the third. Wildcats by 6.
Wow.
On the left side foul. I'm actually surprised it took more than 2 quarters for you to get there. Here's Maddock. Right side, Kenner, a 3. It's long, backside board. Harper Coleman had it, lost it. Mara Coots has it. And here comes Coleman in a 6-point game. Coleman dribbling with the right hand, gets downhill. Harper lays it up short. Rebound Coots, losing it to Maya Nice for a 3. Wide left and taken in by Kenner. Aubrey picks up her dribble, leaves for Lacey Fouch, who passes left side to Caitlin Maddock. 6-point game. Maddock gets a high ball screen, pops a 3, and it's off the front of the rim. Rebound, Fouch. Fouch has it, taken out of her hands by Mara Johnson. Wow, that's just sheer effort there, Tate.
That is.
And Andy Broughton wants a Dactyl timeout with 4:10 left. Third quarter. It's Benson County 27 and Carrington 21. And Cardinal basketball will continue right after this.
When you work with your local Pioneer team, you gain hardworking partners who strive to know your every acre. Doug Retzlaff is your local Pioneer Seed sales representative in Carrington. Call Doug at Retzlaff Seed and Supply LLC. He will do the best to match the right product on the right acre and supply you with unparalleled choices of Pioneer Seed products treated with Lumigen brand seed treatment to protect your investment. Doug and his team also carry a complete lineup of livestock feed and minerals. Retzlaff Seed and Supply LLC in Carrington, near the roundabout.
I don't know what Tate's doing, but what I got to do is pause 10 seconds for station identification. Live from the Central City, this is Cardinal basketball.
The Cardinal is AM 1600 KDAK, Carrington, and FM 100.1 K261EW, Carrington. Locally owned and operated by I3G Media.
I've not survived a single Tate Wolski broadcast without breaking. He's on a heck of a heater right now. Let me tell you. He may or may not be with us Thursday. Depends on practice for their game with Thompson. Either way, I will be with you in Devils Lake, radio only. The Cardinal girls and the Firebirds. Vinny will be here Thursday with Kyle Hewitt. Cardinal wrestling doubleheader against Lisbon. Poor post entry. Loose basketball, held ball. It stays here. They're fortunate. Carrington are. That was not the right post entry.
No, that was not. Voice crack.
Baseline inbound, thrown into Harper Coleman. Harper gets a screen, hesitates, goes left side, Mara Johnson. She'll drive the baseline. Mara gets all the way in. Kick out. Maya Nice, a three. Off the front of the rim. Rebound, Mara Coots. Coots takes 2 dribbles in. Finds Harper Coleman. Second chance at it for Carrington. Coleman, a three. Off the front of the rim, a third chance. Coots up and in. What effort by Mara Coots, 27-23.
Great effort by Mara there.
4-point game, 3:25 of the third. Bank forward scoreboard, and a steal by Mara Johnson. She's got numbers up ahead. She'll stop and lay it home. 27-25, Mara with 10.
Wow. Great pull fake.
Sure was. She faked everybody out.
And that's for sure. I thought she was going to go up with it, but instead she went nope.
Post entry knocked down by Coots, stolen by Nice. Carrington can take the lead. Maya Nice left side, Harper Coleman. Skip it, Aniston Hornet. Thought about the 18-footer, didn't take it.
Give it
now Hornet against Maddock. Fakes, gives, Coots, drives in, works her way in, spins, fires. Short, rebound, Fouch.
That's tough, that's tough.
Good defense by Lacey.
That was.
And here is Caitlin Maddock. Against Hornet, dribbling left, picks it up.
Good denial.
Leaves it for Kenner, they switch it. Kenner, they switch it again. Kenner with Johnson on her. Right side, Boston. Back to Aubrey Kenner. Post entry. It's fouled. Turnaround jumper doesn't fall. Rebound, Mara Coots.
Good box out by Mara.
Here's Aniston Hornet. Hornet holds against Maddock. They're not playing as much zone. Hornet dribbles, leads.
Hit it.
Johnson for the lead. Short. Rebound, Fouch. That's where she hit the shot against South Prairie Max. That gave Carrington the lead they would never relinquish. Maddock.
That's a big word.
I'm not even sure I understand it. Here's a three by Kenner, short. Rebound, Maya Nice. Here's Aniston Hornet across the Big Bird.
That's my favorite character on Sesame Street.
Ah.
Big Yellow Bird.
Here is Hornet around a Coots screen, driving in, putting it up, and getting fouled by Maddock, her second. Free throws for Aniston Hornet, who comes into tonight from the free throw line 3 for 6. Would you believe me if I told you Carrington have only attempted 1 free throw tonight?
No.
That's the case. Hornet.
Can we solve it?
Spins it out. They're 0 for 2. Back in comes Schwanke for Benson County and for Carrington. They bring back Sienna Top. This would cut it to 1. And it does, 27-26. And a timeout is called by Brian Kenner. We will take it as well. 1:24 left, third quarter. Bank forward scoreboard, 27-26 Benson County. Cardinal basketball continues in a moment.
Napa is your source for quality auto parts for your car or truck in Carrington. Let us use our Napa know-how to help you find the right battery, brakes, filters, headlights, wipers, or other parts you need to get your job done. We also stock tools, equipment, and many other items for cars, heavy-duty trucks, marine, and farm equipment. Order your parts online or drop by today at 490 8th Street North. Call 652-3663. Your Carrington Napa Auto Parts team looks forward to serving you today.
It is a one-point game, Tate, 27-26, and I can honestly say I don't think anyone's surprised.
No, honestly, it's been back and forth, and it's been fun.
It has been. Will it be fun tomorrow? We're right back in these seats. Well, Tate's not. He's got to defend and score and rebound and not foul out.
True.
So Vinny will join me on the mic tomorrow.
Let's make that the first goal, not fall out.
It's Carrington and Devils Lake in the season opener tomorrow night, 6:45, online, on YouTube, and on radio. Vinny will bring you the JV game. A lot of young guys we're going to get to see for the first time in that JV game.
True.
Benson County with a basketball. And they lost it out of bounds off Maddox's foot. Carrington can take their first lead of the second half here. Back in Mara Johnson for Maya Nice. This run has happened since Maya Nice entered the game. She's just a little spark plug. Here's Top.
Need that to start a motor, that's for sure.
Coleman. Here's Hornet faking a three. Dribbles left, now right. Gets to the baseline, spins back left. Kicks it. Coots.
Oh.
Kick out.
Hit it.
Johnson for the lead. Long. Rebound. Coots. Mara goes back inside. Puts it up short. Rebound Lacey Fouch. Benson County still have the lead. Here is Maddox getting by Top. Almost lost it. Gives to Foul. Foul. Did lose it. A steal. It comes to Aniston Hornet. At the other end, Annie from left to right. Spins into the lane. Hornet gives Carrington the lead. She's got 5 and Carrington lead 28-27. Our fourth lead change. On the left side, Aubrey Kenner. Around a Lacey Fouch screen. Gets downhill and Kenner can't finish. Rebound Aniston Hornet. On the move, Carrington left to right. Hornet all the way. Missed it short.
Ow.
Rebound Schwanke, and a foul is called. If it's Hornet, that's 4. It's not. It's Top. It's her second. Final 12.4 seconds of this third quarter. It's 28-27.
So specific. 12.4.
Yeah. Here's Canner. It's been a while since Carrington played a game this low scoring.
True.
Right side. Dump down towards Kenner, who gets blocked but fouled, and she'll shoot 2. The foul is the first on Harper Coleman.
Love watching Mr. Broughton's reactions.
I'm guessing he leaned back a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got to get him mic'd up one game.
Oh. Kenner rolls home the front end, and we're tied for the 5th time. I know the game that he would be willing to do it. I'm not going to share that on the air, but I'm just saying. The second one. And it's 29-28, another lead change. The 5th. 2 seconds. 1 second. Sienna Top. It bounced into the rim. I don't know if that would have counted. I really don't.
Me neither.
But at the end of 3 on the Bank Forward scoreboard, it's Benson County 29, Carrington 28. Cardinal basketball continues in a moment.
On the field, every second counts. And when injuries happen, you need a hometown advantage. At JRMC Orthopedics, our local team offers fast access to expert care, so you don't have to travel out of town. From sprains and all the way to joint replacements. Every same day, we've got you covered. The best plays start with getting back in the game. Orthopedic care that keeps you moving. It's right here. Visit jrmcnd.com to learn more.
1 quarter to go, Tate, and we're really not that much closer to knowing who will win this game.
I got nothing. What's going to be sad is that one of these teams is going to have to lose because it's been such a competitive game
If you are wondering, the last time Carrington scored less than 50 points and won was that awkward game January 3rd at Hillsborough Central Valley, where they were tied at 34 with 5 minutes to go and finished 11-0. Before that, you'd have to go back to the opening game in 23-24 when they beat New Rockford Cheyenne 41-39. Here we go, fourth quarter. Caitlin Maddock, left side. Aubrey Kenner gives to Fouch. Quick handoff. Kenner pops from 19, short. Rebound taken in by Mara Johnson. Carrington with the ball down by 1. Here is Sienna Top. And she got tied up by Kenner. It stays at this end, but I don't think Sienna knew that Aubrey was there. 29-28. Benson County in the fourth quarter. Here's Sienna Top near the Big Bird, but now on the Big Bird. Dribbles right. I'm just doing it to annoy Tate at this point. Here's Coots holding at the free throw line. Coots thinks about it, doesn't take it, dribbles to the perimeter, picks up her dribble in a bad spot. It's stolen. Here comes Kenner towards Foul, who will lay it up and in, 31-28. That starts with Foul at the other end, just forcing a bad pass. 31-28, Harper Coleman now. Dribbles left down towards the baseline, leaves for Hornet for the tie long. Backside rebound is out of bounds off Benson County. It'll stay here. Off of Fouch.
Tried a classic move, throwing it off the other person.
Hornet. Top off the inbound around a screen. Sienna holds. Skips it to Mara Coots, who, lost her footing. A turnover. That could have been a lot scarier than a turnover. She's okay. Benson County with the ball up 3.
Got to lock in here.
And a steal. Mara Johnson does just that. Johnson at the other end finds Top. Extra pass Coots from the elbow. She's short with it, and it's out of bounds.
It was open. I'm not gonna object to that. It was open.
Back in comes Cody Thiel. Ironically, I think Carrington needs some offense on the floor at this moment.
True.
Here's Maddock. Around a screen, goes behind the back with a dribble. Great defense. Now a cut by Fouch, and she misses. Mara Coots another rebound. She's been so hard working on the board.
How many rebounds does she have? Does anybody know? Too many to count?
That's right. At least until I can stat it in the morning. Here's Top to Coots. Skip it right to Addie Fowl. Here's Kenner. Dribbling with the right hand. Aubrey throws it up off the side of the backboard. Great defense. Rebound Mara Johnson. Johnson loses her footing. A steal for Kenner, who then kicks it ahead, literally, to Fouch. And then it's taken away by Sienna Top.
Whoa.
This is some kind of wild right now. Top.
We at the rodeo?
I think we are. And a near steal. And now it's loose on the floor.
Fumble.
It's a held ball that gives it to Benson County. And this is literally one of those games that is so ugly because the two teams are trying so hard. That's just what this is right now. Aniston Hornet back in. Neither team shooting the ball worth a lick. But it's because of the good defense and another near steal. Here's Kenner, right side. Maddock around a screen, downhill. Fouled on the floor by Coots, her third.
Good foul, honestly.
First of the fourth quarter.
That's a good foul. That's a bad mismatch right there.
We've not seen Benson County be held to this kind of number in a really long time. Here is Kenner, a three. skips it over the rim. Rebound Aniston Hornet. I'll check that at the next opportunity I get, but it's been a while. Hornet all the way down the lane, swatted by Fouch. Back to Cody Thiel, who misses. Loose basketball. Maddock comes out of there with it and then is fouled by Cody Thiel. Game's a bit messy at the moment, you could say, I think.
If that's what we want to call it. Well, it is what we're going to call it because it has been.
It has been, yeah. Goodness. Dribbling with the left hand, Kenner. Gibbs. Maddox spins left. Almost forgot about the ball. Now she's got it. Here, and man, now Kenner kicks it.
Playing soccer.
Kenner, right side to foul. Addy gives it to Maddox. Around a screen, 6 to shoot. Maddox to the 10, misses. Rebound, Mara Coots.
To the 10.
Here's Aniston Hornet in a 3-point game. 4:10 to play. Fourth quarter bank forward scoreboard. 31-28 Benson County. Hornet. Left wing, Coleman. Up top, Mara Johnson. Johnson drives right, gets downhill, finds Aniston Hornet, who just holds on to it. 8 to shoot. Hornet, timeout. Andy Broughton, 7 on the shot clock. It's a 30. We'll keep it here. 3:51 to play. And Tate, we have got ourselves a good old-fashioned rock fight.
If that's a rock fight. I honestly don't think there's any other way to put that, honestly.
The lowest scoring game Benson County had last year was a 51-42 loss to Langdon in the Region 2 final. They also won a game over North Star, 44-13.
Barn burner there.
Sure. 2 years ago,
our Redeemers. Holy smokes.
2 years ago, when they went 18-8, they lost a game to North Prairie, 44-37. Back to play, Mara Johnson. We have been stuck on 31-28 for a good long while. Johnson leads. Harper Coleman's 3 is not in time. Shot clock violation. 3:41 to go, 31-28, and this quarter a whopping 2-0.
Well.
It's the defense.
It
really
is.
is.
It is.
3:35 to play in a 3-point game. On the right side, a near steal all the way into the backcourt for Fawson, who gets trapped. Leaves for Maddock. Caitlin Maddock.
Oh, don't.
Goes right.
Don't reach.
Around a screen. Now Kenner lost it on the floor. Back to Maddock. Her jumper is long. Rebound blocked. It comes to Fouch, and she's fouled. And the foul is the 4th on Mara Coots.
Uh-oh.
And Fouch shoots 2. She is 4 for 6 tonight, and the first one short. And I mean real short. Whew.
Wah, 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 wah.
Second one. That one's good. 32-28 Benson County.
What is it, 3-0 now?
It is in this quarter.
Holy.
Offensive eruption there. Johnson, the Hornet, down the right side. Poked free, finds top. Left side, Coleman. Back to Sienna top. She drives in, finds Coleman in the corner. Harper back to Sienna top. Back to Harper Coleman. Open look 3. Skips over the rim. Hornet, the putback is there. 32-30.
Holy. Offense is coming. Hold on. Hold on.
Hold the presses. It's 32-30.
Hold the presses.
Here's Maddox. Dump down. Foul. Turnaround jumper long. Rebound Fouch. Fouch is tied up and taken away from her by Sienna Top, who has no fear. Here's Harper Coleman.
Amen.
Right side, Mara Johnson. Drives the lane. Mara throws it to the left side. Top.
Hit it.
Hornet
Ooh.
fakes the three. Drives. Kicks. Johnson for the lead. Yes! (33-32) Carrington. Mara actually has 13. Timeout, Brian Kenner. It'll be a full. We'll take it as well.
Wow.
On the bank forward scoreboard, 1:53 to go. Cards 33, Benson County 32. Cardinal basketball continues in a moment.
This is Andrew Matt, a member of the Carrington High School Sources of Strength. Here's a tip on how to be kind to your mind. Practice good sleep habits, don't zone out on social media. Instead, aim for 8 hours of sleep. This message is brought to you by CHS Sources of Strength and the Carrington Area Healthy Communities Coalition.
KDAK The Cardinal and I3G Media are proud to partner with the Carrington Area Healthy Communities Coalition to bring you these messages.
There's been a lot of good defense in this game, Tate, but you make a great point during the break. Sienna Top might be the MVP of this game for Carrington.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, I think Sienna's on-ball defense has been really well, and she's just on the floor for loose balls, and just she's your hustle player for the game. We'll call it that.
Aubrey Kenner's been held to 8. The leading scorer in the game is Mara Johnson with 13. And it's 33-32 Cardinals with 1:53 remaining in regulation. I only say that because I've been seeing a lot of overtime lately.
True.
If you follow the Jimmies, you know what I'm talking about. Up top, Kenner. Right wing, Maddock a three. Off the front of the rim, backside rebound, Mara Coots. Here's Johnson around a screen. Down the right side, it's Hornet. Back for Coots at 28 feet. Not going to shoot that.
Never
Left
know.
side, Harper Coleman.
The way this game's gone.
That is a good point. Coleman, right side, Top. 1:15 left in regulation. Hornet drives in, puts it up. Off the back heel. Rebound, Aubrey Kenner. Here comes
stop ball,
Benson
stop ball,
County.
stop ball.
Kenner towards Fowl, who lays it in. 34-33. Addie Fowl has 10.
I don't know how she got that to go.
Here's Top, a minute left. Sienna Top. Andy Broughton with 2 timeouts left. That's knocked out of bounds. It stays here with 22 to shoot. 49.5 in the game. Brian Kenner has 1 timeout remaining.
Gonna have an aneurysm.
Skip pass towards Coots, who gets inside and kicks it out to Top. They'll run an offense.
All right, you gotta slow it down now. Get
15,
a good one.
Now 12 to shoot. And a timeout. Andy Broughton, 38.5. It is going to be
Never seen Coach Broughton get so red for a timeout.
It'll be a full. We'll take a 30 with 38.5 seconds left on the bank forward scoreboard. 34-33. The Stacktown timeout, and we'll continue in a moment.
Nothing has embodied the American spirit like the family farmer. Year after year, they continue to work the land and plant their crops. Through droughts, floods, and uncertain markets, they keep that spirit alive with another crop harvested for the next generation. And for that, we tip our hats to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
In Carrington, see Randy Hood.
Both teams have 1 half timeout remaining. The possession arrow is with Carrington. They have 10 seconds to shoot, 38.5 in the game. Tate, 10 to shoot. Who is this going to?
I couldn't tell you. I mean,
what would you draw up in this situation right now?
Honestly, it honestly just depends on what the defense comes out in. If they're in that zone, I'd honestly get it from the top to the middle, and see if you can get a little dump off. And if not, look out opposite and see if you can find Johnson or Hornet for a 3.
We have yet to see a backdoor cut against this zone tonight.
True.
Maybe it comes here. 10 to shoot. Sienna Top at the head of the key. Top with 6 to shoot. Tries to go to Coots. It's loose. Coots has it. Now it's loose on the floor. It's a held ball. 3 to shoot for Carrington. 30.6 left in regulation. 34-33. Carrington still has a foul to give. Benson County hasn't committed a foul this quarter. Timeout Carrington. It's a 30. We'll keep it here.
Oh.
Tate, let's talk about that for a minute. If Carrington score here, Benson County has to hold for the last shot because you don't have time to commit 5 fouls.
You do not. And that's, I got nothing, honestly. It's
a wild basketball game. By the way,
my blood pressure's through the roof right now.
If we were at 38.5 and 10 to shoot, that means that this is not a true 3 to shoot. It's more like 2 to shoot.
True. Yeah.
So you pretty much got to grab it, take a dribble, and just let it go.
Honestly, I wouldn't even dribble. I'd just let her fly.
A crazy basketball
like a
game.
bird. Just let it fly.
34-33, 3 to shoot, 30 in the game. Carrington with 1 foul to give. It's Hornet.
Shoot it.
Sienna Top, who hoists and almost baked it in. Rebound Harper Coleman. Back out to Top. They can hold for the final shot if they want. Driving in Hornet. Hornet holds, leads for Coots. Mara Coots holding. Dribbling left-handed. Spins back right. Tamara Johnson, who gets inside, puts it up, puts it.
Oh!
No, it's on the floor. It's a foul on the floor with 7.2 left. And I think it's a good call. Aubrey Kenner called for her second.
Coach.
And now a timeout, Brian Kenner. It is a 30. Nobody has any timeouts left.
Dang it. Well, I was putting timeout a lot at daycare. That's all I can say.
The shot by Sienna Top was so good because it hit the rim and bounced out to where Harper Coleman could get it. Now,
luck? Question mark?
There's no sense in shooting quick.
No.
Because you don't have time to commit 2 fouls. So Carrington are going to take the last shot of the game here. One way or the other.
I love Mr. Broughton's stance right now.
Tate, who's the ball going to? I would think Mara Johnson.
Me too. That's who I think it's going to.
It's a baseline inbound. Hornet, Johnson, Top, Coots,
like an
and
L.
Coleman.
Like an L type.
Thrown into Top. 5 seconds, Top is fouled.
Wow.
Maddox third. They have 3 more before there's a penalty.
Bold move.
So they can absolutely keep fouling.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely they can keep fouling.
Mm-hmm.
4.7 on the clock. Hornet looks, finds Top, 3 seconds. Top is fouled. Oh my goodness, they call it on the floor. I thought she was shooting. Oh my, they call it on Maddox her fourth. Oh, that was close.
Ooh.
Oh my days, that was close.
Ooh, my heart rate just went through the roof right there. Ooh.
2.7 left. Hornet throws it in deep towards Johnson. It's stolen. Benson County wins. Benson County wins 34-33. Wow, what a crazy game. I don't know how, but we're going to try to make sense of it when Cardinal basketball continues right after this.
Rest assured that you'll be treated with the care and respect you deserve at Central Pharmacy. Conveniently located in the heart of Carrington and New Rockford, Central Pharmacy delivers the kind of attention and commitment to improving your health care that the big box stores just can't. Central Pharmacy does it all, from medical supplies to prescriptions, health and wellness concerns. Plus, we have a great selection in our gift, boutique, and decor departments. Visit us on Facebook for up-to-date info. Central Pharmacy, your one-stop in Carrington and New Rockford.
Is it time for you to switch banks? Hi, I'm Tiffany Paulson at Bank Forward in Carrington. At Bank Forward, we have everything you get from a big bank, but we're small enough to give you exceptional service. Make the switch and let us show you the Bank Forward difference. Call 652-2852 or visit bankforward.com today. Putting the customer first since 1927. It's simply the Forward way. Bank Forward, member FDIC.
Now is the time, now is
Charles Smith and his staff at Summit Physical Therapy in Carrington. Serving the area since 1997, we offer treatment for pain relief, vertigo, wound care, sports and work injuries, as well as post-op and neurological rehab. Summit Physical Therapy has certified providers in dry needling, Raston, and myofascial cupping. We are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., and in most cases, no referral required. Call us at 652-7179 to schedule an appointment today.
We're back in Carrington, and we're about to be joined by the head coach of the Cardinals, Andy Broughton, after a pretty crazy basketball game in here tonight as the Cardinals fall 34 to 33, and Coach, that was about as wild a game. We made the comment that sometimes two teams are working so hard that it can kind of ugly up a game, and that seemed to happen tonight.
Yeah, both teams are kind of hardworking, physical, and it did get kind of ugly at the end. But both teams had opportunities, put it away, and maybe our game shape wasn't up to hitting some shots.
In the fourth quarter, you seemed to settle down in terms of the turnovers and whatnot, and in the half-court set, I mean, I know it's not a great shooting percentage night, but I thought Mara was really good. Mara Johnson and Mara Coots, for that matter.
Sure. Mara took people off the bounce, got to the rim. Mara Coots, good patience in the post, just pivoting, looking for her teammates, bouncing, one bounce to the rim. So, yeah, we had opportunities, and, kids worked hard, and that's all we asked for.
You did such a great job on Aubrey Kenner. She has not had many single-digit nights in her career, and you held her to 8 points.
Well, they held us to 33. We don't see 33 too many times, but yeah, it's a tough one. But lots to learn the last couple nights, and got to put the ball in the hole. We went kind of cold a few times again tonight in the last quarter. Scoring 5 points is kind of.
Held them to 5 too.
So yeah, proud of our defense, no doubt about it. And good defense will keep you in games, and our defense kept us in the game. But credit to them, their defense held us to 33. So
that's an interesting end of game because they're obviously trying to foul you and get restarts and foul you and get restarts. How close did you think Sienna came to being in a shooting motion?
Yeah, I didn't get Mara's look at all down there, but. I mean, from our vision, it was a basketball play going forward, and you don't shoot a regular jump shot from there. You just make an attempt at the hoop. So I don't know, what tape will say, but it doesn't really matter.
Yep. So Thursday, it's Devils Lake. Now the games really matter even more because they're region games.
Yeah, they set you up for the postseason, and you just want to continue to play well. We didn't probably get to the depth that we wanted tonight. Cody came in and sparked us early, and we need to keep looking at those things too, and building some more depth, and so kids don't have to go 30, 31 minutes.
Well, Coach, we'll see you Thursday in Devils Lake. Thanks for doing this.
Thanks, BJ.
That is Cardinal head coach Andy Broughton after his team suffer a 34-33 loss to the Benson County Wildcats. We'll come back and take a look at the numbers in a moment when Cardinal basketball continues right after this.
Guard Dental in Carrington has your smile on the mind. Guard Dental specializes in orthodontics, cosmetic dentistry, teeth whitening, dental crowns and bridges, dental veneers, dental implants, general and family dentistry, root canals, clear aligner orthodontics, sedation dentistry, dentures, lasers, TMJ therapy, and wisdom teeth removal. Call Guard Dental today for family dentistry and beyond. Guard Dental in Carrington, 701-652-2300. Guard Dental wishes good luck to the Carrington Cardinals in the regional tournaments.
Your first car. It may have been a fixer-upper, but you treated it right. It was your own. That's how Showplace Cabinetry approaches each crafted piece. We deliver it to you with care, because it's our own. Central City Lumber can help you choose the design of your dreams. Give them a test drive. This American-made cabinetry is adaptable to your unique style and built with pride. Every single piece is back for a lifetime. Bet you wish you had that deal on your car. Stop in at Central City Lumber of Carrington.
Back inside the East Gymnasium at Carrington High School, 34-33. Not a halftime score. The final tonight as Benson County continue their undefeated start to the season. Let's take a look at the numbers now. Benson County led by 11 points from Lacey Fouch, 10 from Addie Fowle, 8 from Aubrey Kenner, and 5 from Caitlin Maddock. Cardinals got a game-high 13 from Mara Johnson, 7 from Aniston Hornet, 6 from Mara Coots, 4 from Harper Coleman, and 3 from Cody Thiel. The game was tied 5 times, 7 lead changes. Carrington never led by more than 2, and look, Benson County never led by more than 8. So yeah, the game was played in a 10-point window. Well, there were only 67 points scored. It better have been played in a 10-point window. I knew I was going to do that. Tate, what did you just do?
6-7.
That's right.
Tommy Morvick's he's not gonna appreciate me tomorrow, that's for sure.
No. It's hard to break that game down, is it not?
It is, honestly, and like you said, it's just two teams going at it. Very, very physical basketball game, like Coach Broughton said. It's just sad that one of these teams had to lose.
Carrington's 1-2, but I don't think anyone really will be bothered by that. They played 3 excellent basketball teams.
Yeah, absolutely. And your one win is against the number 1 team in the state, which more than likely is going to be the number 1 team in the state after the new poll comes out.
Ooh, we'll see.
You don't think so?
That's not how I'm voting, but okay.
Really?
I believe we, at least for now, saw the number 1 team in the state Friday night.
Ooh, you're right. You're right, honestly.
At least for now. Doesn't mean it won't change.
Yeah.
But for now, Carrington just held the best offense in Class B to 34 points. Turtle Mountain put 70 on the board. That tells me Turtle Mountain's pretty good.
Yeah, honestly.
So, Carrington's 1-2. Benson County is 6-0. The Cardinals are back in action Thursday night on the road at the Devils Lake Firebirds. We're with you radio only at 6:45 from the Devils Lake Sports Center. That will be both teams' region openers. Devils Lake has kind of been bouncy this year. Sometimes up, sometimes down. And we'll see what that looks like. But we hope you can join us for that. A quick preview, Tate, of tomorrow night's game. The boys opening the Randy Huey era against the Devils Lake Firebirds.
I think it's going to be a tough game. I think both teams are well coached, and it's going to be a tough one, but I think Coach has prepared us enough to where we can go out and compete.
You guys have been having some real intense practices.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've been impressed just watching how hard you guys get after it. And you don't even have a basketball out there, and you're getting after it. That tells you your calling card's going to be your defense, I think, this year. So we'll have that for you, radio and YouTube, tomorrow at 6:45, and we hope you can join us for that. And maybe it will make a little more sense than this one tonight. Vinny will have the call of JV tomorrow. Then he'll join me on the call of varsity for Carrington and Devils Lake. Our great thanks to everyone here in Carrington, including Superintendent Janelle Helm, as well as Athletics Director Carla Michelson and High School Principal Connor Weber. Now, speaking on behalf of them and our entire KDAK crew, including Tate Wolski and Vinny Rappel, my name is BJ Walters. A rock fight tonight in Carrington goes the way of the Benson County Wildcats, 34-33. Good night from the Central City.
Carrington Cardinal basketball has been brought to you by Guard Dental, Central City Lumber, CHI, St. Alexius Carrington Medical Clinic, Professional Eye Care Centers, Carrington Drug, Headlocks, Arrowwood Prairie Co-op, Beckett Insurance, Sendak, Bassett Motors, Bank Forward in Carrington, High Plains Equipment, Carrington Dental Care, Leading Edge Equipment, Dakota Central, Old National Bank, DJ's Home Center, Evans Funeral Home, Farmers Union Insurance, Randy Huey Agent, Retzlaff Seed and Supply, Napa Auto Parts, Jamestown Regional Medical Center, the Carrington Healthy Communities Coalition, Central Pharmacy, Central City H2O Plus, and Summit Physical Therapy. The proceeding has been a presentation of I3G Media Sports on 1600 100.1 The Cardinal.